This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place... it reminds me more of being back... Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but... are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible? What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
They're not feeling... particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
Glacial Flawless Flight! I never miss! Tiger Blade! Razor Cyclone!
I'm not done!
Interrupted.
Far enough!
Holy Lance! Razor Cyclone!
Crossing!
Wind!
Heal!
Inferno Crossing! Puddle!
This one is
Razor
mine!
Cyclone! Blood! Puddle!
Rising
Ice
Phoenix!
Prison!
Heal! I have
Another incantation ruined.
Demon Lash! You're
Frost!
what I can do!
Take this!
This one's mine!
Devastate!
All disasters made one! Come forth and heal us arose and ready! Inferno crossing! Far beyond the darkest catastrophe! Glacial! Tiger Blade! Just what the doctor ordered! Here's a healing art! Far beyond the darkest sky! Here, let me help! First aid! Here!
Resonate with the
Shooting star! Let me show you what my art can do! Far beyond the darkest sky!
everlasting
Resurrection!
Now see what I can do!
The radiant shooting star! Damn it! Out of back into the fray!
Everlasting sun!
Downfall!
Be still! Rising
Reload! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Not today!
I'll face you require a hand.
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Everlasting sun!
Fire's attack! This one's mine! Not on my watch!
Wind!
I've risen! Healing! Fire's Magna! Thanks so much!
Bathed in blood.
Rending you apart!
Lightning blade!
Denied! Show you what my heart can do!
See what I can
Rise
do!
up! Fire's attack is quick!
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
Came between heaven and earth! A wailing
Resonate
sea of
with the
lightning!
earth.
Mega ray! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Resonate with
Back into the fray!
Forgive me.
Stay away from my
Shooting
friend!
star! Far beyond the darkest Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Let me show you what my heart Shooting star!
This one's all mine!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
You require a hand.
There! Where are you going?
No further! You're mine!
Nothing gets by me!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Hurricane Blast!
Hear my call!
Rising speed!
Shooting star! Far beyond the darkest Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee!
Demon Fang!
Shooting star!
Rising Wyvern!
Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Shooting star!
Things come to an end.
Thanks so much!
Ignite!
Now or never.
Burn!
Can't get out of this.
Eat this! Here, let me help!
I'll tear you apart.
I'm on a roll
Take this!
Shooting star! Reload! Blows!
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through
Arc
one.
sealed! Not on my watch!
That should do it!
I've risen!
Lightning strike!
Magic
Rising
attack!
Falcon!
Illuminate the dark!
mine!
Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy light! Where are you going? Close one! Gotcha!
Not today!
Came between heaven and earth! Burn! Rise and shine! A wailing banshee of lightning!
Devastation!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Take this.
Will this help?
Divine.
Try this!
Shooting star! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon Shooting star! Burning far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon
Now you see what I can do!
Demon Fang!
Whirlwind
This one's mine!
Shooting star! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call not in your dreams! Water, hear my call! Close one! Gotcha! Glacier Spear!
Dragon Swarm!
Razor Cyclone! Close one!
You require
Healing circle!
Take this!
Here's
roll
the-
now.
Go get him! You alright?
I'll be okay.
Let the mark be on the way. I'm going to
You paid for that!
Where are you going?
Severing Wing!
Bring you back from death to
It's
this.
time! Ignite! It's time!
Let me show you. I still got some fight left in me.
You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough. Resurrection.
Dazzle! Rising Falcon!
Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon thee!
Dare!
Radiant Pierce! Shooting star! Far beyond the darkest sky, I call the...
Prepare to be seized! Super Swallow Dead!
Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon...
What's this?
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Far beyond the darkest sky, I
Attack
call upon thee!
Glacial Spear!
Far beyond the darkest
I'll
sky,
finish you
I
here and
not
now!
in your dreams! You get the death! Shooting star!
Talon Hurricane!
Lunar corruption!
By the power of water!
Flame of fury! Fire strike! Here, let the Mars happen! Course in this flame! Darkness!
Inside me yearns to be let
Fire
free!
flame! Reload! Lunar corruption!
Prepare to be seized! Super Swallow Dead!
Ice prison! A chain between heaven and earth! Annihilation! A wailing dancy of lightning!
Double Demon Fang!
Ice prison! Annihilation! Razor
I'm on
cyclone!
anything in armor is all mine! You should have messed with me!
Far beyond the darkest sky, I call upon thee!
Not today!
Not in your dreams!
Yearns to be let free!
Far beyond the darkest sky,
Burn in hell!
I call upon thee!
Ready to go!
Flame of fury!
Double Demon Fang! Demon
Demon
Fang!
Take this! In a bind?
This one's mine!
Demon Fang!
I'll bring you back from death to... Far beyond the darkest sky! Here's a healing rock! I'm
Can't end here!
Don't give up! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang! Double
I'll
Demon
bring you
Fang!
back from death to this!
Demon Fang!
Resuscitation! Here, let me... Still got some fight left in me!
Double Demon Fang! Slash! Demon Fang!
Reload! Water! Fire's attack! Course in this flame!
Yearns to be let free!
Fire's attack! Course in this flame! Freeze land! Here,
Deny! Eat this!
Sword Rain out!
Now or never!
Blow away!
Take this!
Far beyond the darkest power! I annihilate form! Ready!
This
Far
should do it!
beyond the darkest
Finish you here
sky!
and now!
Far beyond the darkest sky!
Now you see what I can
Call
do!
upon
Demon
thee!
Fang!
Hear me! I never miss! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! I'll heal you all!
Vacuum Blade! Demon Fang!
Death was the doctor order! Freeze Lancer! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call for speed! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call
Take
for...
this!
I'll heal you all!
This!
I can handle it! Far enough!
Shooting circle!
That's
Water!
blade!
Fires
Finish
attack!
it!
Course in this flame! Spread!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Do you think it's really over?
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alphen!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much.
So you know this place?
Naturally, it was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean... Boron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
A slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Dana are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphys!
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Serenus Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Serenus Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Volron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Brennan's or Danan's.
Yeah, not in a good way. Like with us.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day?
How about you, Shion? Dohalim? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did. And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
Smash you! Now I'm in the groove.
My Eat dirt! Where are you going?
Support!
Flare tornado!
On your knees. I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
Radiant pierce!
A wall to shield. Too fast! Not today! I'll trip it up.
Annihilation!
All finish you begin! Double demon flash! Can you take it in a
Don't
bind?
give up! Laser ray!
Shield!
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes. I'll face you.
I'll bring you
From
back
beyond,
from death to death.
imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
Pierce evil!
Now you see what I can do! Shockwave flash!
Freeze Lancer!
That freaking does it!
Radiant pierce!
Crescent flash! On your knees!
You're just getting started! Not in your dreams! Mega ray!
Air pressure! On your knees! Yours! Finish it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
We're still standing. Barely.
Coming through. Resonate with the earth.
I'm ready!
Down! Your arm!
I never miss!
Time to cross blade!
Hope this works!
Demon Blade!
A chain between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of light!
Change of plan.
I let my guard down.
A chain between heaven and earth.
Armor won't
A
save you!
wailing banshee of lightning! Illuminate the dark! Come forth, holy
fine,
Glimmer, holy
Romeo.
land! Far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon thee! Radiant pierce! Shooting star!
Here, my order things come to an end.
No more playing nice! Sharpen!
All finish you here and now!
Annihilation!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here, let me help. Let the marksman handle this!
Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee!
Take this!
Shattering ray! Not in your dreams!
Armor won't save you!
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Shooting star!
Eat this!
Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Lunar corruption!
Eat this!
Lunar
Tear
fire!
you apart! Super Swallow Day!
Shooting star!
No!
Far beyond the
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Eat dirt!
A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine blade! A chain between heaven and earth! A wailing banshee of lightning! Divine savior!
Now you see what I can watch this!
A chain between heaven and earth! Don't give up! I'm ready! A chain between heaven and earth! Blah 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 magic! Far beyond the darkest skies! Ready to go! You get the gist! Shooting star!
No more playing nice!
Water, hear my call! Spread! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Water, hear my call! Shooting star! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Water, hear my call! Spread! Ready! Hear me! Flame of fury! Far beyond the darkest skies! I call upon thee! Shooting star!
This isn't ideal.
Close one! Gotcha! Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Far beyond the dark magic is there!
Go! It's over!
Far beyond the dark
Can't be happening.
Swallow's flight! Tunnel!
I'm sorry.
I'm not done yet! What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone? Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Eldaman and Sia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, This world we've been fed was a lie. Built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits. Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?